Hey everybody, what's up? Lex here, and I just got a quick pickup video for you today. It's daytime, the sun is shining, really cold outside. We actually had snow this past weekend, which we hardly ever get snow here, so that was pretty crazy. But I just wanted to mention that it's daytime because there are planes flying overhead, there are people working on building houses out there, so if you hear some noises, I apologize, but I wanted to get this games pickup out there to you because I got quite a few games here and didn't pay a whole lot for them. Some of them I just got to fill up the collection, others there were good deals, so let's get to it. First off is a Facebook deal that I got. A lady posted a bunch of stuff, not only games but movies, and they were $1 each for her Ps1 and Ps2 games, so I looked through the list and I was able to have first dibs on the games that she had just because it popped up on my timeline first. So, and again, that's another one of my tips is look on like local trade pages. Usually every town has some sort of yard sale or buy sell goods page, and we have a couple here. This one I've gotten some pretty good stuff from before. Big truck driving by. That's a normal thing here. We've got houses going up all over the place. So, alright, so here's what I got for PS1 and PS2 games. I got another copy, and it's my second copy of Legend of Dragoon. And I paid the same amount I paid for it when I picked it up in Fort Bragg in the West Coast Collecting. Yeah, that was the episode. West Coast Collecting. Good Lord. Anyway, that episode, I think it's episode 17 of Yard Sale Adventures. Anyway, another greatest hits copy, so I will be actually trading this to my cousin Ryan. He's been looking for this, looking to get more classic PS1 games. It's got all 4 discs inside. The discs are they're not in good shape like, well, they're in okay shape, but they're not in good shape like the one I got in Fort Bragg. So there's that. Saw this, and I definitely wanted this because even if it didn't have the case or whatever, back in the day when I had my PlayStation, I had a demo disc, and there was a trailer on there for Parasite Eve, which looked awesome, and I watched it over and over again, and I never got to play it, and I still haven't played it yet. But this, again, I'm not going to play this until I get the first one, but there's Parasite Eve 2, and unfortunately it doesn't have the case. It just came in these little case holders here, so I need to find the cases for those, but they're in decent shape. Definitely better than I would have thought for games that don't have their original case. I've seen games in a lot worse shape with their original case, so that was cool. Next up, we have this that didn't have its original case again. But I thought, you know what, I might as well try to pick it up. It's Silent Hill 2, and actually the game is in pretty good shape. There's some wear on the outside, but I think the game would play no problem. No original case, which stinks, but that's okay. And finally, for the PlayStation games, again, no original case, but this one did have the instruction manual, which is cool. It's Threads of Fate by Squaresoft. And you see the game there. Oops, there goes the manual. I've never heard of this game before, but I looked it up when I was looking through the list. I saw it was a RPG from Square, and it's worth $20 without its original case. So I figured I might as well snag that too. So all those were $1. Pretty good. $1 each, I should say. So I paid $4 for the lot here. And then last Friday, the wife and I went out to lunch downtown here, and we hit up the pawn shops down there as well. And the pawn shop was doing 50% off all their video games, which is cool. Now, a lot of their prices were ridiculous, but their NES, SNES, and N64 games were $3 each with 50% off, so it was $1.50 each for these games. And so I got a stack. I got a nice amount of them. Apparently my cat's in here, which just freaked me out. But I asked him, hey, you know, if I buy like 20 of these, would you do $1 a piece? And he's like, no, I can't. That's $1.50 is the best I can do, which is a good deal still. So I didn't argue it with him. But, you know, I would have a lot of the other stuff. I basically picked what wasn't a sports game and then some sports games out of this. So what was left were sports games that they've had there forever. And, you know, I thought maybe he'd want to sell some of those. Apparently not. But let's go through these real quick. First off, let's do the SNES game. Actually, no, let's do the NES games. My second Tengen cart. These are not cleaned up yet. They're all in okay shape. Somewhat dirty though. Rbi Baseball 3. Second Tengen cart here. Other one was Skulls and Crossbones, I think. Silent Service. Nothing special, but again, just picked up everything that wasn't a sports game. Black box game. That's basically why I picked this up. 10-yard fight. And again, $1.50 each for these. You know, it's in good shape, so I don't feel too bad for spending $1.50 on it. But still, I would have liked to have spent less than $1 for this. But I'm not gonna complain too much. Picked this up because I didn't have it yet. RC Pro-Am, but pretty standard stuff. I love this game. Very fun to play. I remember playing it as a kid at my uncle's house. Good stuff. Had no clue about this, but again, it wasn't a sports game, so I picked it up. Where's Waldo? I think I've seen a review on this, and I think it's pretty bad. But I think it's about $5 game right here that I got for $1.50. There's something rattling around in it, so that's not good. I might have to open this up and see what it is. I didn't notice that until just now. So, this I had no clue about. Road Blasters. Again, no clue what this is. If you have any idea, if it's fun, just let me know. I'll probably play it sometime. But again, I'm going for a complete NES and SNES collection, and N64 too. So picking up pretty much everything I can without going broke. This was what I was really excited about finding. And I have something better than this, but this is Maniac Mansion. And actually, the Jaleco games, usually, a lot of them have Jaleco on the top, which is a pain in the ass. But this one actually has Maniac Mansion on the top here. So, that was cool. I hear this is a very good game, point-and-click game. I'm into that kind of stuff. So, also, I thought it was weird that it has this little label here. Based on the original LucasArts film, see the TV version on Family Channel. Odd. I don't even know if the Family Channel is still running. But continuing on, I picked up some Super Nintendo games. I got Tetris 2. Again, one of the few that wasn't... Actually, the only game that was not a sports game was Tetris 2. And this is a sports game, but it looked interesting. I actually originally passed this up the first time, and I went back to get this, and I got 10-yard fight with this. But it's Mecca Robot Golf. I've since looked up reviews on this, and it turns out to be a pretty ordinary golf game. So, you know, it is what it is, but I've never seen this before, so I wanted to pick it up. It's from Toho, the people who did all the Godzilla films. So, and then, finally... and I have a story to go along with this afterwards. I see that they have a game like this with the Genesis games. And all the Sega games were $5. By the way, so just to recap, all these NES and SNES games were $1.50 each. And this game was sitting like this, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird looking. So I picked it up, flipped it around, and it is Phantasy Star for the Sega Master System. I don't know a whole lot about Phantasy Star, but I know enough to know that I should pick this up as soon as I see it, and paid $2.50 for this because of the 50% off promotion. So that's pretty darn cool, but the thing is, I don't have a Sega Master System. They're not too easy to find. They're not the most rare thing in the world around here, but they are kind of hard to find. But I knew that there's another I don't think it's a pawn shop. It's more so like a it's called a curiosity shop, and it's basically this guy goes around to yard sales, scrounges up whatever he can, and puts a business together. So maybe like a thrift store, but the prices aren't great, and I knew the prices weren't going to be great, so I decided to go there and try anyway. I knew this guy had a Sega Master System, at least he did the last time I was there. And so I went in there, grabbed a Sega Master System, grabbed a Genesis game that was from Taito. Never heard of it before, but I know that you see something from Taito, you grab it, and I looked it up, and it was worth like $35 complete. It didn't have the manual, and the guy wanted $10 for it, so I said screw it and put it back. But I grabbed Batman for the NES, and I grabbed the Sega Master System, and I brought it all up to him and said, how much do you want for this stuff? And he goes, oh, we'll see. He grabs the Sega Master System, and he goes, I want $25 for that, and I want $7 for Batman and $10 for the Genesis game. And I just put everything back. And $25 actually isn't too bad of a price. But the thing is, it was pretty beat up, it was pretty dirty, pretty dusty. It had been sitting on the shelf for months and months. Back in May, when I checked this place out, this thing was sitting almost in the same exact position. It came with a power adapter, but it didn't come with the RF adapter, and it didn't come with any controllers either. So I said screw it and put it back, which sucks because I do want to play this, but I don't have a Sega Master System, and I probably won't find one soon, so I'm probably going to sell this right here. And hopefully get some decent money for it. I was even thinking about, since I want Earthbound so much, I'm thinking about gathering a group of games to sell off in order to just buy a copy of Earthbound, because a copy of Earthbound right now going for about $150 on eBay, maybe even more if it's in great shape. And this is a game I've been searching for since I started back in May, even before that really, and it's just ridiculously hard to find around here for some reason. I cannot find it for the life of me. Not even full price at one of these used bookstores or used game stores. So what I've decided to do, what I'm thinking about deciding, is bringing this pool of games together, including that. I have Mario Party that I'm not a huge fan of the Mario Party series. They're fun, but I could do without it. And a couple other games that I found recently that are somewhat valuable, and try to scrounge these together to create an Earthbound fund. So let me know what you think about that. Do you think I should start collecting for that, or trying to sell off stuff for that, or do you think I should wait and try to find one? I'm not a big fan of paying $150 for a game, no matter what it is. But it seems to me like this is getting ridiculous. It's the holy grail on my list, and I'm kind of getting desperate. I could probably hold out and be just fine, but if it's something you really want as a collector, you tend to go overboard, and I'm definitely not spending my own money on it. I have enough money to just go buy a copy right now, but I'd rather take it out of the stuff that I only paid $1 or $2 for. So let me know what you think about that. Check out my other videos if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like if you like this video, and let me know what you've been picking up recently. If you have a collecting channel, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'll check it out. I love these collecting channels, and I'll probably subscribe to you and all that junk. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you folks.